is your sex life after pregnancy and giving birth? I get answers going both sides. Either it got elevated or diminished. My sex life after giving birth and pregnancy got elevated. And these are the reasons why it got elevated. 1. Practicing Tantra and sacred sexuality. Tantra is not just about sex. That's why I'm putting Tantra and sacred sexuality there. 2. Practicing self-love, self-care, and self-pleasure. I made it an intentional thing to practice self-love, self-care, and self-pleasure. And the final thing was practicing and tapping into my sensuality. So practicing whatever I was practicing that was allowing me to tap into my sensuality. And I've talked about this. It allows me to enjoy and experience pleasure freely, including sexual pleasure. I get to experience and enjoy sexual pleasure without guilt and shame. And sacred sexuality will help you eliminate sexual shame and sexual guilt. Okay? Now, for those who might have had a diminishing sex life after pregnancy and giving birth, this might be the reasons. You were a maiden, and now a mother archetype has been born. And I'm not talking about the nurturing of grown men. I'm talking of there's this new archetype that was born. You don't just meet your baby for the first time after giving birth. You meet a whole different you. And that can cause a disconnect. A disconnect within you. A disconnect with your spirit and a disconnect with your body. Some might have gone through a traumatic experience, a traumatic pregnancy and birth experience. It creates that disconnect with your body, with your spirit. Another thing, the mother archetype is not sexy. There's nothing sexy about it, especially after giving birth. You're healing, you're bleeding, you're breastfeeding, you're changing poop, you're changing pee, you smell like milk. When you're breastfeeding, you can feel your uterus shrink. As it's shrinking, you can feel the blood flow outside you. You're healing if you had tears. I'm telling you, there is nothing sexy about that. You wake up, you are a whole different person. Your body is not the same. Some organs have shifted place. Your bladder is somewhere else. Your uterus is big and it's shrinking, and as it is shrinking, it's painful. It's causing cramps. I am not trying to be insensitive. I have gone through it, and I'm telling you, if you're not intentional with your self-love, self-care, self-pleasure practices, with your sensuality, there'll be a huge disconnect. And yes, the mother archetype does not signal sexy, but that's the thing. You're a woman. You are a maiden. Now the mother archetype has been born. A new spirit, a new energy has been born within you. You can awaken the other archetypes. Your lover, huntress, queen, mystic, sage archetypes. You're not just a maiden or a mother. You are all these archetypes. And when the mother is not sexy, there's the lover archetype. There's the queen. There's the mystic and sage. Though the mystic is more mysterious, spiritual, ethereal, you can take all these archetypes, embody that energy, and then work to awaken and amplify your sexual energy. It burns within. Stop letting it go dormant. Okay? Now because you're a mother, it's done. No. And if there's a disconnect with your body, make it intentional to bring back that connection. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I make it more intentional with yoni eggs, with sexual rituals, sacred sexuality, sensuality. I talk about all these things. So if you're experiencing a disconnect, you can work with someone like me and bring back that fire. Okay? And not just because of having sex, but harnessing that sexual energy. Become a powerful manifester. Become a powerful creator. And your sexual energy is your creative force. Don't allow it to go dormant because now you're a mother. Okay? Love you.